Hi there, my name is Aurora, and I want to say thank you for everybody that's been subscribing to my channel and who's been following me, and all the questions that have been coming through. And I want to say thank you for the support that I can feel is busy happening within all of us. I'm bringing a little some information in as to what's been going on right now. We are dealing with something that is similar to, or likened to, a dystopian feeling, a dystopian sense of existence. Yet it's not exactly grey and dull and apocalyptic in its appearance, but the energy with regards to what's been going on the planet itself has been going through a lot of this type of change, where there's a lot of shutting down, surrendering, releasing, clearing. So it's meant to be making us feel disgruntled. It's meant to be breaking us emotionally down so that we don't feel that we can actually reach to any sense as to just give up. Dystopia, if you look at the word, it's the opposite of utopia. And what is utopia? Utopia is really what you want to live in. It's the it's like a heavenly state of existence, or a serene, calm type of life that you're going through. As it is right now, the oppositional apparent, let me put it this way, the apparent oppositional energy that we're dealing with, which is that which is affecting us. There's a lot of targeted individuals that are going through all of this specifically, yet I feel that we all are going through this particular targeted stages, whether it's from our loved ones or from an outside source. Predominantly it comes from within, and this is part of what the agenda was to begin with. It was to create divide and conquer sense of existence. It started with the separation, or the breaking down of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine principles that we have. Now, a more simpler explanation of this particular aspect has to do with what is your sacred masculine principle and what is your sacred feminine principle. And it is not related to you're a male or you're a female, you're a man or you're a woman. It's got nothing to do with that. It's to do with the path of the sacred masculine side of your consciousness, which is the creator aspect. To be a creator requires a masculine force, and this masculine force is very similar to fire or thunder, or very masculine type of energy, penetrative, to use those words, and to set certain things in place. In other words, to plant a seed of consciousness, or plant a seed or a thought of what you want to have happen for you, or what your thoughts are taking you towards. And then the sacred feminine side is the womb, or the place of creation, where that specific seed is planted within. So the feminine aspect of bringing creation, bringing the seed to life. In other words, your actions are the birthed child. Now, that has been violated, in a sense, through principles of the air, principles of the viewing of what we see, making us believe that it's okay to be part of a society where there's a married couple. It's okay to want to covet another person who's married, for example, or because it's projected out that is what this division and conquering is all about. But you don't know that. You see, you believe, you're led to believe that that's the part that it's okay. It all boils down to taking responsibility. As it is, I'm always going to be talking about taking responsibility for yourself and for your thoughts. This is not trying to belittle any specific situation. We're not. This is just a general thing in terms of. Let's use another example: the abuse of a male or female, the abuse, physical abuse, trauma on the child, masculine, feminine. It's not okay. It's not okay to look at it and accept it and just sweep it under the rug and just move on to the next thing. It's not okay to accept that particular visual experience or expression, that it's making you feel that it's okay. It's like it's trying to. It's like the world in its media circus is trying to imply to you that, look, let's push the violence against male or female a little further. Let's see what the audience are going to do when they see it. Let's see how far we can go with this for them to accept it. It's just push a little bit. Oh, let's just throw a little comedy in there, here and there. Oh, let's see. This is basically where they're trying to push us into, so that we can actually just accept it, because it's really the overriding or the degradation of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine principles within you. So in other words, in short, in simple, these aspects that you use to create your deep spiritual energy that is connected to your soul, that is connected to your spirit, that is connected to your heart and your existence, that specific little seed, or that little potent energy, that little magic, if I have to use that word, and I don't like to use it, but I have to use it in this as an example, you're basically forgetting about it. They're robbing your thoughts or your awareness from that, so that you forget about that specific aspect, that you can't think for yourself anymore. I'm not saying everybody is susceptible to this. I'm not saying that either. I'm saying everybody is experiencing this as an actual attack. And to attack your heart principle is to make you feel you don't care anymore. What has led you to feel that you cannot care anymore? And it always comes back to, who are you? If you know who you are, you know what you feel. If you know who you are, you know where you're going. Going further into the subject, I'd also like to bring to your attention that there is a race or a competition that's taking place right now between that which is externally influences and the internal influence that we have within ourselves. Various people or servants to that specific cause are competing with, let's say, people who are trying to think for themselves. Let me narrow it down a little more in saying there is a race to initiate the singularity field of consciousness. Now, I've discussed this previously, but I'll just brush up on it again. The point of singularity is a transhumanist term which makes you give up your sovereignty and become part of a greater hive or a greater movement. so that you don't have to take responsibility anymore. It's okay, you don't have to think so hard anymore, you don't have to worry and question why and where. Just let us just take care of it for you. Here's a phone, here's this, here's that. Just, oh, look there. Distraction, distraction. Distraction, destruction. Division, degradation of the soul, of the spirit, of the mind, of the body, and all of that. So that is the race. We are those who are hearing this, who it's for those who are heart conscious. It's for those who are a living spirited being, a life-giving spirit. Those who feel that, this will assist you. This will help you. This will give you a little bit of a little understanding or awareness of how things work. I'm speaking only to those who want to hear this. We are entering a place or position that we need to fulfill or set in motion a unified field of Great Spirit, to become part of Great Spirit, so that our spirit that we have, which is the overriding factor, become more of us, become Great Spirit. We're bringing Great Spirit's presence in our actions in this world, in this timeline, in this verse that we're living in right now. They don't want that. They want to drive you away from support. They want you to feel as if you are overshadowed by your fears, that there in the side of your mind there's a little something that's making you think, but I don't think I'm worthy of that specific thing. I don't feel like I can love myself enough to experience that thing. I don't feel brave enough. I feel scared. You know what you're going through. How to survive in this dystopian state of consciousness is to take note. And let me put it this, let me just go backtrack. I'm not calling where we are right now a dystopian society. I'm not calling that at all. I'm saying we are living in a society that is very much like that, becoming like that, where the heart is affected, the ability to care. So I am breaching that specific subject, calling it what it is from what I'm seeing and from my observation and my experiences. Please be aware, be mindful that these are my experiences that I'm sharing with you. If you would like to find more, you are very welcome to even seek more. The more knowledge you can gather, the better for you to know how to deal with all of this. This is all a psychological drama that we're going through right now. There is external elements like archontic energy that is tracking the mind, but then there is something else that's, funny enough, came to my thoughts, is the word thoth. And I come to think about it, that what if thoth was actually just thought? For the thoughts can be rebellious and bringing light to the consciousness to initiate fire. What if Prometheus was really the thought that brought fire to your consciousness, to this earth, or this earth of understanding? I'm bouncing all over as I'm busy discussing this with you, but there is a point to this. We can protect ourselves in this time, in this age, in this society right now. We can do that. How we protect ourselves is to basically, once you're in a sense of an attack, you're feeling attacked, you're feeling devalued, you're feeling demasculinated or defeminized, when you're in that position, you're feeling where you're busy experiencing degradation, there is a need or a sense that you will reach where you choose to stand up, walk away, go out, come back in. If you're at work, go out, come back. You don't have to throw up arms and become reactive to everything. Step away from the situation, gather yourselves, ground yourself, connect with your heart. And I found that if you put your hands over, and depending on however you want to do it, there is no, you can do however you want to. Putting your hand over your heart and bringing the energy down towards your stomach and then bringing that back up again as you're breathing. So breathing in and allowing the energy to go down, and breathing out, allowing that energy from your stomach, for feeling that energy going all the way up to your heart and releasing that within your place where you are. Just a minute or so, doing this a few times here and there, and then saying the mantra, which I will put in the down below, the one that I've always used, which is the one that works. That's why this is, like I said, a maintenance program or a maintenance process that we're going through. We are in maintenance because we are only doing what we can do at this moment in time. Yet we can actually do more, but we would have to all stand together to do that. And the more of us come together in this, the less we have to really do a lot of work. We can just basically unite within awareness that the people that are given to me, that I look for, who has heart awareness, that they are part of my unified field, as I am part of their unified field, and that we are all sacred Great Spirit in unified field of awareness, of care, of love. There, in my channel, there's a video, Protection 101, sending the energy out, return to sender. I want to just touch up on that just for a minute. The type of attacks that we are experiencing now is has more to do with the psychological effects of what we're experiencing. It is called the shadow effect. I'm going to say this again. It's called the shadow effect, and it is there to attack your shadow. So that your shadow, which is already making you feel bad about yourself in general, attacks you. But that is, you are attacking yourself. It's basically maneuvering you to attack yourself. So there's no more dirty work that they used to have. It's all become much more lighter now, much more in less is more type of thing. So let's just go right into the whole psychological state of consciousness. Let's work there, because that's just so much easier than to blast out all these things and beam all these things up. Not that they're not doing that. They are, but the focus is more on the psychological effects of how we feel and what we perceive. It's basically challenging us so that we can challenge ourselves. And that particular challenge is not always a very good one. So there is something that I want to share. I just want to explain what our expression is of ourselves, so that we know this. Aside from the fact that we are the most potent and most powerful beings that are living here, since it's happening to us, we must be that important, I should say. The expression of a thought is really that which we can connect to creating. The creator of this world is the creator of this world. Let there be a new creation, a new world here. One that is a unified field of love, of care. um, world, the word world, and the new world order. This is probably going to sound really weird if I say this to you, but you have to transmute things. And transmuting means if someone is sending fiery arrows to you, turn the arrows into flowers, type of thing. So removing the poison from the snake's teeth and using it as a serum for healing. The bee goes to the flower and gets nectar. The spider goes to the same flower and gets the same nectar, but he creates poison. You have a choice. You choose how you want to experience this world of awareness. And it's only a world because it swirls in your consciousness. It's the Ouroboros, it's the snake eating its tail, the whirling and swirling of the stories, of the thoughts. Stop that. And give your consciousness guidance, direction. Find a direction and where to go to. Even if it's just to avoid something or to actually take it head on. You may find that some people that are around you might not go through this at all. They might not even know what you're talking about or how sore your heart is. Because they are not as distracted as you are. The more spiritual you are, the more distracted you become. The more distracted you are, the more they can degrade you. They can destroy or divide you from yourself. This is why the help is going to the people who are seeking the help, because they want to help themselves. To create a new life, a new place of peace. I want to have the world to be peaceful around me, then I must make sure that I try and work on peace within myself. The earth, this earth, can also become the place of sacrifice, however you want to see it. I would like to say that, in ending off, that we are going through a very challenging time right now. There's a lot of reawakening and restimulating of technology, of artificial tools that are being used to degrade the consciousness. You find out when you're standing and you thought you had 10 around you, when there's suddenly just 2, because the other 8 dropped where they were going, they dropped the ball. So I would like to say that you're not alone. We are all in this together. And that I feel that the resistance we can have against these attacks is really to go within and ask, who are you? Ask yourself, who are you? Who am I? Is this me? How do I prosper? I prosper by feeling prosperous, and feeling prosperous will send out prosperity, so that prosperity comes back to you. It echoes back to you. The microcosmic energy is a reflection of the macrocosmos. All I'm doing is just reminding you of these things. You know that it's already within you. We're all in this together. I'm saying this again. And thank you for your support. Take care. Bye.